Hello, my name is Ruth Johnson. I've had the honor of representing the people of Oakland County as their clerk register for almost 5 years. I'm here today because Michigan is at a crossroads, and people with valuable experience and a record of standing up for the people need to step forward and take us down the right path. Nothing is more important to our democracy than the integrity of our elections. The integrity of our elections in Michigan is under attack from outside special interest groups. They have big bankrolls, and they've targeted Michigan's Secretary of State race this year as a prime opportunity. If you take the time, as I have in the past few weeks, to investigate the Secretary of State Project website, which is funded by people with an extreme agenda like liberal George Soros, you'll see the extent of this effort. Their goals don't seem to be just to win the office, but also to use the office to tip the scales in elections for their candidates. They even boldly imply their victory in a Secretary of State's race made the difference in the recount of a U.S. Senate race. This group isn't to be taken lightly, winning 10 of 13 races they targeted in the last 4 years. In gaining the endorsement of the SOS project, the Democratic candidate for Secretary of State has committed to action that I believe will reduce the integrity of our elections, like pushing for same-day election registration, eliminating photo identification at the polls, and protecting such groups as Acorn and Project Vote in their questionable voter registration drives. For as long as I can remember, the Office of Secretary of State has tried to protect the integrity and the fairness of elections and not been a tool of one political group or another. We must stop these special interests and maintain this fairness for all. Seeing all of this opened my eyes, and of many Republicans across our state who have called me recently and asked me to consider seeking my party's nomination for Secretary of State. We also discussed that it's well past time to get serious about campaign finance reform in the state. No longer should elected officials be allowed to have secret foundations and secret funds where the public and the press has no ability to scrutinize who's donating and how those dollars are being spent. It's this lax environment that helped facilitate the transgressions of a past mayor of Detroit. I believe it's also time we rethink how we offer services in the Secretary of State's office and build on the foundations created by Candace Miller and Terry Lynn Land. This $1.8 billion enterprise needs to continue moving forward by providing accessible service at lower cost. We can, through partnership, efficiency, and privatization, continue to do more with less. We can also focus on making Michigan a more attractive location for businesses to invest and create jobs by further streamlining and making more services available online, like we have done in Oakland County. The Office of Secretary of State can help lead Michigan's economic comeback. However, this comeback can occur if our state continues to tax and spend its businesses and residents as it has. In the last few years, we've witnessed our state impose outrageous new increased costs on Michigan residents, nearly doubling driver's license fees and increasing the cost 5-fold for us to obtain driver's licenses for our children. We've also witnessed tens of millions of additional Secretary of State fees and fines, and with even a 750% car fee increase to our automobile dealers. The legislature passed the hikes in short order before the public hardly knew what hit them. I've worked hard, first as a business owner and part-time county commissioner, then as a state legislator, and now as the Oakland County Clerk Register, to fight fraud and corruption and uphold conservative, actually mainstream Michigan values of fiscal responsibility and personal accountability. I'd like to do the same and help Michigan choose the right path. I'm here today announcing my candidacy for the Republican nomination for Secretary of State. I know the November election for Secretary of State won't be easy, not with the likely large amounts of out-of-state special interest spending coming to tip the outcome of this election. That's why I'm asking for your support. Running on a strong record and relevant experience to this race, I'm the only one with a record voting against those Secretary of State tax and fee hikes. I'm the only one administering elections to a county with more than 1 million people, and I'm the only one beating a candidate who is an acorn leader. I'll continue to fight fee increases. I won't tolerate any fraud, and I'll pursue those no matter how connected or powerful, just as I've done in the past. Thank you.